Hey, what's up, guys? John Mazza here, just checking in. I just want to do a quick review on a few of the knee sleeves that are out on the market right now. I got a lot of questions on my Instagram, so I just wanted to kind of get those answered. Be able to elaborate a little bit, as far as like my opinion goes, and maybe get you guys helped out as far as making a decision, on what sleeve to go with. The main reason I'm doing this is just because of this guy here. It's fairly new. It's been out about 6 to 8 weeks. This is the X sleeve from Slingshot. And how it differs from the SBD and the strong sleeve. So I'm just going to kind of go over that. I'll just start with the SBD. I've been using that the longest. It's actually had it about 5 years. And I've used them, pretty much, every training session, every single meet. They've held together very, very well. Recently squatted 711 in them at Utah FitCon 2018 last April. After FitCon, they're just tight. It's like I went with the larges. As you can imagine, they're hard to get on, just like everybody else's knee sleeves. They're SBDs that they get. Most people size down, and I'm no different that way. So what I went with, I actually went the extra larges for the strongs, first of all, so I can, in my mind, I can keep growing. And I won't have any problems like fitting into my sleeves on any given day. But I also wanted to kind of give myself a break just because these are so tight. They get pretty uncomfortable, going through longer squat sessions, leg day sessions. So I would say the big difference between the SBD is like the SBD is very, very compressive. There's a lot of compression. So when you hit the hole, you feel very comfortable, very confident, exploding out of there because, it's compressing your knee very well. The strong sleeves, I would say you get some pretty decent pop out of them. They are a little bit bigger, but you get some pretty decent pop out of them. I would say the pop, you get some compression, but I say the pop is actually from like the stiffness of the sleeve, if that makes sense. That's how I've been explaining it, in the past. And then going back to the X sleeve, what's the difference here and there? I would say that, it's like, first of all, this has a denim outside. It's still pretty soft, and then it has a neoprene inside. I would say that the X sleeve kind of marries these two together a little bit more. So you get a lot more compression than you do from the strong sleeves, and you still have that stiffness if you like the strongs. So this is what we're looking at right here. This is it inside out. As you can see, they have like a rubber strip at the top and the bottom. What this is going to do is, once you pull them up, it's going to keep the sleeve in place. The big thing about this is that you just want to make sure that you don't get the bottom part too high because it's designed to stay in place, so it's going to stay too high. So just make sure, it's like you're practicing, kind of getting a good feel of like where you like it, and what's comfortable for you. As far as like people getting these things on, they're having problems getting them on. I put them on the same exact way as I put my SBDs on, just like that. So fold the top, fold the bottom, put my foot in, and then I actually grab it right here and then just slide it over my calf. Goes very, very well, and then I adjust it from there. But yeah, that's what I like right now. As far as numbers go, hit 711 in these. Fully peaked, ready for a meet. I hit the 600 for a triple last week in these. Felt very good. Had some in the tank still, but I still just kind of took it as a win. I'm about 15 weeks out from my next meet. The strong sleeves, I've gone a little over 600 in them. Felt fine. Not as compressive, as these two, but they're very, very good training sleeves. I use them for, a lot more other movements. So if I'm doing like lunges, if I'm doing like leg press, hack squats, that kind of stuff where, I'm going to be moving a little bit more, they're a little bit more comfortable that way. But in conclusion, I have a pair of XLs in these, and I have a pair of 2Xs. I was kind of being a baby as far as like getting them on, so I ordered a set of 2XLs. So I've been squatting in the 2XLs just so it's a little bit looser for training, and then when I get closer to a meet, I'll be doing the IPL in Salt Lake in November. I'll be making a decision as far as like what sleeve I'm going to go with, but I'm pretty confident I'll be sticking with the X sleeve, all the way through my training and into the competition. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, further reviews, or if you have any further questions, just feel free to drop them in the comments, or feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and Nutella Strong. Also wanted to tell you that I will drop the links for each one of these, in the description. So if you guys want to do a little bit further research, check them out. Price point is they're all about the same. It's all about within about $10-15 of each other. But yeah, just feel free to check those out, and thanks for stopping by.